Hey everybody. So I decided that I was going to start doing these little mini workshops for the team because I see a lot of questions popping up from new coaches, from just new coaches joining the team that are really trying to dive in and work their business and navigate the ins and outs of all the training that is available. I know it can be sometimes overwhelming, but if you're asking questions and kind of humbling yourself to find the answers, then you'll find that by asking you are led to an answer in the next step, which is most of you who are asking questions and who are seeking higher counsel, bravo to you, because that is what has sparked me to start doing these mini workshops. Okay, so basically I'm listening to what the team is needing based on your questions that you're posting in the team page or maybe in the private message streams, and I'm taking notes on what it is you guys need, and I'm doing my best to kind of share what I've experienced with my success and sharing it with you. So having said that, the first topic that I want to touch base on is since there are so many new coaches on this team, they're all wondering, how do I broaden my network? Who do I talk to? How can I keep a continuous flow of conversations going, or who do I reach out to? Things like that. I'm going to give you a tip on what I did as a new coach, and I will tell you right now that I grew my business for the first 3 years. I'm going into my 5th year as a coach by next April, but in my first 3 years as a coach, I built my business off of my warm market, which means my family, friends, and coworkers and the people that were connected to them. Okay, so that is how I built my business, and I built it off my personal Facebook page for 3 years. It wasn't until the beginning of this year that I really started utilizing my Facebook like page, which I'm not saying don't not use your like page. If you created one, awesome. Like, you're like a bajillion steps ahead of me when I was a new coach. So I mean, still run with your like page, but know that you have potential on your personal Facebook page with your warm market, okay, with your family, friends, coworkers, people who are on your Facebook list. What I did is I went to my Facebook, and I think in like the settings or something, you can download a copy of your Facebook information. Okay, I think you go to like settings or something, and in the general section, it's in really small print. It says download a copy of your Facebook content or information or whatever. You download it and they send it to your email, and it's like a zipped file. You open that file, and in there is like a little HTML file of your friend list. Okay, at the time I had like, I don't know, maybe a couple hundred friends or something like that, maybe 400 at the most, I think, when I first started as a coach and started utilizing Facebook to grow my business. But I copied and pasted that list into like a Word document, had rows and columns, and I printed it out. And that was my list. I literally went through and I just started messaging people and just talking to them with our, quick message scripts and things like that, and how we start conversations. Literally just started doing that. And some of them, I think, because I was such an amateur coach, I was saying, hey, I'm starting this like online fitness challenge group. Would you be interested in joining? I just sent a mass invite to a ton of them, and a lot of them didn't get back to me, but some of them did, and it started the snowball of my business. So I utilized reaching out to people that I already knew. Okay, so that was one way. Obviously the other way is through Facebook like page, Instagram, Pinterest, things like that. And it's just obvious how you connect with those people. Another thing you could do is join Facebook groups that are of your interest. I mean, you want to connect with people who have the same interests as you, because those are the people you are going to connect with. You're going to have a good connection with them and a good base of conversation because you have the same things in common. Okay, so you want to maybe go to a mom's group, or like I love paddleboarding, so I joined a couple of paddleboarding groups, and I've met a few phenomenal people in those groups. I've been vegan for 6 months, so I've joined vegan groups. I've been doing intermittent fasting, so I'm connecting with intermittent fasting people. Okay, so we have a lot to talk about, and it's easy when you have a lot in common to get into conversation with them. You can form them, and who knows where it might lead to. If you ask the right questions, then you can ask them about, hey, I don't know if this was for you or not, but I'm doing this online fitness challenge group. Bah, 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 bah. Okay, so you follow the script. But that is how I suggest starting connecting with people. Another thing that goes hand in hand with this is like, how do I organize all this like list of people? Like, people ask me, what's your way of organizing? Do you use an Excel spreadsheet? Do you use pen and paper? How do you organize this group of people that you have? And I'll just, show you right now. I have 2 notebooks here. Okay, guys? I have 2 notebooks, and I've had a bajillion notebooks. I am a pen and paper gal when it comes to like my lists. So I just need to see it like in front of me. So I have my notebooks. Okay, I have one notebook. This one notebook is for my coaching prospects. So anybody I talk to about coaching goes in this list, okay? And I have lists of who I'm inviting to the What is Coaching webinar, and kind of making notes on where they are in the script, where they are at in joining, things like that. So I have a coach in playlist. These are people who are seriously considering becoming a coach. I have the list of people who I've been talking to about coaching. So I have my coaching notebook. And I also have my challenger notebook. So these are the people that are mostly interested in the fitness side, and I have the same type of list as well. Okay, and these are the same people that like I'm friend requesting from my like page. I'm friend requesting them. I'm writing their name down. If they accept my friend request, I put a little check mark by them, and then I shoot them over a quick message, and I just do a little circle. So like a check means we're friends. A little circle around it means I send a message off to them. And that's how I keep track of it, guys. Like, it might sound like utter chaos to you, and it probably is, but this is what's been working for me. This is what has been successful for me. I don't know what works best for you. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer, but you just have to do what's right for you. The most important thing with lists is that you definitely want to have what's called a 10 in play list. Okay, some of you have probably heard me say this before. Some of you are probably like, what the heck's a 10 in play list? But a 10 in play is always having that small working group of people who are pretty far along in the challenge group script. Okay, and usually I qualify people to be in a 10 in play after they've watched the videos. If they've gotten to the point in the script where I've shared videos with them, like they're interested enough to view the videos, then they're in my 10 in play. Okay, put them in my 10 in playlist. These are like the small group of people that are almost ready to purchase, who are like 90% there. That is where I want to keep my focus. Those are the seeds I want to keep nurturing, keep following up with, keep objection handling, keep, interest in them, genuine interest. Excuse me. So, like you have this big old list, but then you have this small, like little 10 in play list. So let me explain that really quick. So there's this thing called the 80-20 rule or law or something. I think it's the 80-20 rule. But what the 80-20 rule says is that 80% of your results are going to come from 20% of your list. Okay, so 20% of your list is going to give you 80% of your results. Okay, so if you focus on the small list as opposed to all the big lists and people who are like scattered and just getting started in conversations, things like that, then you're not going to get very far ahead. But if you focus on this small 10 in playlist, who's to say that 3 out of those 10 people say yes? And guess what? 3 people that say yes to a challenge pack gets you in Success Club. Okay? And that's 80% of your results for the month. How cool is that? All right, that's the importance of a 10 in play list. Okay, I hope this information was helpful to you. I hope you enjoyed today's mini workshop, and let me know your feedback. Was that helpful? Was it not? Do you have questions? Did I miss anything? Let me know. Have a good one, guys.